Alright, so upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that... Oh my god, it's that warning again. Oh, okay, this is going to be a spicy cutscene. Alright, in addition, you will be required to participate in... Oh, this bit's new. You'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Oh shit. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Oh, alright, let's go. Oh no. Oh shit, it's gonna go down, isn't it? Storm on Gala mode. My word. That's a Gear Albana.
Divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
Didn't they already say they couldn't fly? Because of their defenses. Ooh, Stone and Steel. I think this piece of music's called.
On the outskirts of the imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius.
Because this is from Heaven's Ward, right? This tune.
The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Oh, your soul looks awesome in that.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party.
Okay.
They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials. Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps? Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legators of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number.
Oh, wow.
Joined by several members of the
1st. What was it? What were the original characters that were with Gaius? Like Lucia's sister. I can't think what her name was. But she had amazing armor as well. That looks really cool. Is that a gunbreaker?
As I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
This kid makes a lot of sense.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Materiel? What a weird way to pronounce that.
Divide and conquer.
Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into two groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rear guard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot... Oh, Thancred looks amazing! His winnacles look great!
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Pistola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks.
It actually looks like a tank.
All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
I don't like it. And all I'm seeing now is red flags everywhere, death flags everywhere. Oh shoot, I'm playing as Thancred.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Nebula, Pielded Bomb, Silent Takedown. What does Nebula do? Oh well, I suck. Oh, see, now it's playing out a bit to the Endwalker theme, isn't it? Wait, I can't. That's annoying. Can I only do that to what, human players then? So which way are you facing then? time he took a nap. What does that even mean? Bewilderment bomb, perhaps? What is that, nebula? Oh. Oh! Okay. Ah, so they've only got one way of looking as well. That's fine. Okay. So then 3, 2, 1. We'll knock him out cold. So then I'll go invisible. Oh, and hopefully that counts to not see him. I can do that, go invisible. They got guard dogs there, no use hiding those soon. So if you're not, luckily I've come prepared. With what? Nebula? So we go back invisible. Oh god, there's a human there. Oh, player's very smart now, haven't I? So then we do that. We're invisible. Knock her out. I kind of like that. Somehow the Gunbreaker's still got his like roguelike abilities.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Good. All is proceeding as planned.
This is Thancred. Kept you waiting, huh?
It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
What? One. Go on. Oh. I don't know whether I've actually done this without being seen. Oh my god! Clutch. Oh, and then we can get out here. Oh, that was straightforward enough once I worked out how those moves were.
For wear to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
How big's the boom? Oh, that'll do. And then the song will transform into the next part of the Endwalker theme. A few moments later, at the rear of Ilzabad contingent supply caravan.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
What?
Wait! Something's coming!
How the hell did she know that?
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Alright. Alright, I like how this chute opens up. You will fight us. No shit. Hello, there we go, right. Just get rid of the heavy armor first, I think. Haven't got any like medics or anything up, have they? So we'll do that. Hit Storm's. Get Storm's Eye up. Hello, I'm on my own here. What are they doing? I did. How Persona is that UI there? Spell cleave everything. Oh my god, it's just spawning a load on me here. Ah, that's actually quite wonderfully done. Then we'll get a Storm's Path for that spicy 50 and then Bell Cleave. Really? Do that. We use the Steel Cyclone. There we go. Oh, this song changed tonally. Oh, then it's just gone back to what it was. Magitech reinforcements have arrived. For which side though? Big bastard's going straight for the carriage to stop it in its tracks. Oh, that thing. Oh, damn. Broadside it. To victory come hells or high water. There we go, it's down.
We're fine and ready for more.
Ooh, sort of smack talk. Let's not make this harder for ourselves here.
Get to the front and turn the tide.
Head to the front line. Meanwhile, on the front line... I'll go on Lice. Oh, is it Lisi then? Oh, here we go. Oh, she's putting them all asleep.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
Yes, Justinian, he knows.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
Ooh, you stole a team in Justinian in there.
That I did.
Ooh. So what is she, a Dragoon or a Gunbreaker? A Reaper then? I don't know.
Gilia! Damn it. I need to help the others take her down. There's no end to them! I was wondering when you'd turn up. There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
Look at Terrapin there. I can't take Lalafell seriously in this game at all. Not even Lolarito when he was in Are Only Born. Lucia the Radiant, Pippin of the Steel Heart. And then there's just Lice. Just go ape shit on the easy enough. Ah, shit! Well, then we'll just overpower and Mithril Tempest a lot. Once more. Then we'll get 2 of these down. Yo, what? Oh, saying that though, he's bloody. What's his face? Is your little brother in there? Raboon? I can't remember his name. Rabon. So, when's Miss Empire gonna like show up? There we go.
Do not fall behind.
Come here, you. Oh shit, it's like a truck. Oh, you know what would really help if I had a tank stance on as well. Oh god. The fact that Lucy can still hold aggro even when I turn my stance on is bullshit. That's why I could just continue to DPS her. Stance paths up. The Duke of Destruction has descended. I'm waiting for someone else to come up with some ridiculous like limit break where all these numbers just get overwhelming. Prepare salvo. Giga Tempest. Get another Storm's Path up. More fodder for my flames. Nah, we won't. Cool it. We all knew this like was gonna like happen. All right, you absolute lunatic. Bloody hell. Basically just fucking used Meteor fight like she was like King what's it, King Behemoth? What the hell? Stood up, unlucky.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
I don't like how happy-go-lucky everything is at the moment.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Things are going too smoothly. How's everything going to end up ass over tit?
And unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus, as he gazed upon his barren domain. 800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
I like how Metzel's delivery of that line then. We went hated.
The chosen forsaken.
Grahatia looks great. Why did the warrior get the really poor winter clothes, but everyone else got some really good looking ones?
13 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solace single-handedly sparked the Magitech revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Galamod, we're actually here. After how many years? That's crazy, that.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Okay.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone.
Broken glass. This place, oh, bloody hell. This kind of feels like this is going to be an end game area. We've already got one of them, haven't we? High durium armor. Nah, that's the same armor we've got on. Never mind. Gemstone trader. This feel strongly like it's going to be endgame. It really does. In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss the course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ishtola and Grahad to join us in that building northeast of the camp? Alisei and I will meet you there. Camp broken glass, yeah. A meeting, yes. I'll make my way over once my head has cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of male violence. Much like the sensation I felt in the tower, as only far more terrifying. Aether flows increasingly towards it, converging to a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Okay. You will be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside nearby buildings and receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned your meeting, I shall make my way there. Oh, go ahead, keep yawning. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone's here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their temperament, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers in their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next.
I like how this guy thinks.
My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telothroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
He's been that's awfully optimistic, isn't it?
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Or does Estinian mean that... Does he mean it in the sense that Garlean doesn't care? The Garleans don't care for them?
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
That's a hell of an assumption to make, but okay. Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't. Yeah, go on.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your experience traipsing about through Kurthus, I should be surprised if you let a little inclement weather dampen your redoubtable spirits. And even if that were the case, the promise of hot soup upon your return would surely spur you to action.
All right.
Your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Everyone's got a job to do. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we could fare without it. I must remember to thank her when we meet. It makes me realise too that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them and quickly. Himalayan. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Since you ask, where to scour the Elben Ring for survivors? What? Wander around the ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends. I know just a spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humour him. Let's get on the old eagle. There he goes. I spy with my little telescope. Massive sheet thing, or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Ah no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see? Oh, here, yon hillock. There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree, it looks like she's running away from something. Surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she's had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucy know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you, but won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honour demands I do no less, unless we forget. The very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Footprints in the snow. First part to Shiva's theme starts playing. Lead east. Ah, you can see him over there. Interacting. This is a nice piece of mellow music. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Oh! The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get close first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Okay. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach you without being seen. Similar. The objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. Right, well, she stopped. She's turned around to look. So far, so good. This has got to be a scout, right? That massive tree there's looking like a place to hide, not gonna lie. Oh! Fuck off. God, it's all the way back down here, isn't it? Can't fly. That'd be an amazing way of doing it. Just keep right above her. Giant monster is just walking casually, like doesn't even care. Come on, look at this, man. You gotta look this way, surely. Nope. I must be imagining things. We're not following. Nah, not at all. Does it yell? Giggity. Shh. Oh God. This is the final spurt. You're not beelining it all the way up here. You're gonna conk out right about now. That's a mount! Holy shit, that looks awesome. Oh, okay. Still in one piece. Who is this young green lass? Who are you? Stay back, the house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. Go on, Alphano. Be the voice of reason. I'm Alphano, this is my sister Alize and our good friend Falkleaf. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We are comrades, and I just accidentally skip that. Fuck. Aid, you savages are the ones responsible for all of this. Now you did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telephori are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. These poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telephori's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name is Lysenia. As far as I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Then came the silence, everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. Has she been blessed with the echo? If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent, saw them struggle with soldiers, but I didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Or is she a scout? Do you have any family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers, or it was, but now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were. The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I better tell the others they'll wait here. This is everyone. Lucina says that you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with the means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you please provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We have a fire burning in no time. Maybe we can build it under that gazebo. The what? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, do as you will. Right. She's not to be trusted. The all Imperial soldiers. Sweet. We'll hurt you three. Lucinia's in a turmoil is playing on her face. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running around, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. Ah, I didn't mean to skip it. Fuck. I'm doing that more often than I'd like. Unintentionally skipping text. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it'll take me time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of it. You mean Emmanine's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? Warming tincture? I've never heard of such thing, no harm in trying. See what I mean? I've done it again. The few buildings that are still standing offer no more than meagre protection from wind and snow, food production, water purification. The magitech that sustains us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for the lack of ceruleum? Of course, cerulia in gens is full of the stuff. For all that good it does us, no one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. R is well, better. Yes, never better. Whoa, what sweet liberation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Ah, that's dark. 'Twas a joke. A joke! If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When the morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shovelled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, but only beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience persevered. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Bit hard on yourself that, pal. What do you want? Poison. Here you go. May as well, attention, may as well drink it, I suppose. Oh, this one's gonna like talk. It's a radio. You don't have them where you came from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. These are different. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components, crafted with the finest ones, sourced from our locus Amonis it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because we've been hearing all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Ammonius. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that, though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varys yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal in himself, that he may one day make his triumph return. Yes, I am sure of it. Emperor Varys would not be defeated so easily. It's a lot of blind faith. Why are you all the way over there? All right, there, the leader of this little group. What's that? So this is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. She's definitely sus. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you a part of the group staying in later room? Fuck. Camp Broken Glass, you call it, and Vergelian men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glaciers? Did you cross them out? She's asking questions. And you're telling. Airships, then there might be a way to. Lucinia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? A voice from inside you say, you must be imagining things, everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby almastry has found its way into the house, it would be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legiatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of trappers living there. People whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, they even reach their den. We'd have to make our way past all of those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the others still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. I guess of course if I see it, I'll be sure to shoot them away. To reach Trapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easy to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. I don't trust her. You know, I don't think this will be like too far to go, will it? Oh, there's a cave right there. Oh, where is it? In Heaven's Blood, where Falconess is. This kind of reminds me of that area. Isabadi and Tursus. Burley Tapper. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over the Victor... Wait, if the purebloods over at Victor's Spouse hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes, they thought they could come waltz in here, demanding cerulean with nothing to offer in return. Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, Sellsword. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, you've got another thing coming. Another think coming. Oh wow, these guys can take an hammer in. I thought. What a shame you have to kill them though and not knock them unconscious. Am I dead yet? Oh wait, no. There you are. Just after you left, Lucinia asked me to go catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I've let a little experience in transporting barrels. Wait, someone must have let slip that I've a little experience in transporting barrels of cerulean. So no one else is there to watch over him. So this is Trapper's Den. Well then, after you. Oh, is Alpha now there? Who are you? What happened to the guards? Killed them. Eorzeans and rebels are here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean. You were brought here from other lands. Geir Albana, Yanksha, Borgia and Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will. Others fed bollocks and about a better life, and all put to extracting cerulean. All given the esteemed title of Arn, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is cerulean ringends, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing out cerulean from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? How would you like to know trade secrets, I'm afraid? At any rate, it's not as if cerulean is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins, we'd take enough power out. We'd We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps starve off the cold, it does sod all our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got cerulean by the barrel full if they're interested. We'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homeland, there's nothing left for us thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here will be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying here for the time being. Long as there's a need for cerulean, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good. Regardless of what Ilsbad contingent does to the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause of celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is time for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories, should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some cerulean. So would this be how Nero might come into the picture? Assuming it's Nero we see in the trailer, is he going to take up the role of Emperor of Garlemald? But obviously not an evil Garlemald? I don't know. And like lead these people so they're not too strayed from their way of life. So you come seeking cerulean, have you? What are those purebloods up at Victor Spatial sent you? To turn their enemies? Wait, to turn to their enemies for help? They must have been more desperate than I thought. Then again, Lucina's got their little sister to think about. Sister, but we only saw Lucina and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get around here. I may have refused Lucina at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of cerulean. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Lucina would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered the cerulean. Come on, let's hurry back. Ooh. She's tempered, isn't she? Yeah, sister's gotta be tempered. Oh, go on, since everyone's here is doing it. Some cheeky XP. There we go. Don't know how much we got there because it happened that quickly. Oh my god, Emma's already hit 90. So sticky as well. Holy shit, they've smashed this game. I can't get up there for me, can I? Nope. Oh, fucking, the stairs right here, idiot. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alpha would be still treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house, you search outside, they couldn't have gotten far. Yeah, this was always Shader. Right, assuming it's over there, that's why the chokehold stood there. Yep. Dead? They asked me to help carry supplies. When I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us, we know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you're waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then you swoop. Here to help what all our plots, make us lower our guard, let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong, that's not what any of us want. Save the Axolate, we've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true, Lucine was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you a fool, I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. God damn it, Orvar, it's on a clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere, how could you let them go alone? To protect them from you? You invade our homeland, taint it with some sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lucina and her sister will react when we find them, but we find them we must. Go without me, both of you. I must first need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Back down the stairs we go. Two sets of fresh footprints, young women, judging by the size. That's definitely them, come on. Let's just jump off of there. What the hell is that? The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place, it's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for an alien existence to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphinaud's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let us split up and look for clues. Oh, there we go. There's a clue. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it's been here for some time and it's not likely to have any connection to Lucinia or her sister. That is fine. It's raving alcoholic, like drinking it on something nice. Oh, there's an ether current as well. So here's the question, how the hell do you get up that? Oh, that's relatively straightforward. Fresh blood. The blood stain in the snow appears to be fresh, judging by the amount. The victim may have been severely wounded. Trail of blood leads eastwards, southeastwards. Right, so I need to remember to follow these pipes from up there, and that'll take me to the ether current. That's fine. Oh, is the sister dead? Oh no! Oh, that's fucked up. Two bodies are already cold. What's underneath?
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
And they're going to be framed for the killing.
No.
Oh, these guys are going to be... they're going to be accused of killing these, aren't they, by those people in the village?
Why wouldn't they? Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
Oh, you're going to get accused of killing them, though. Oh, this is not going to go the way you think.
What if we're only making it worse?
Go on, Alice, say. She gets it.
Maybe we don't belong here. But neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Oh, okay, so they took that line out of context for the trailer. Oh, alright, okay.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Something we could have done, but what? Should we have never have come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? Alpha Hunter is old, maybe shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. For those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them, someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Alright, it's been annoying, that map, so we'll do this. Garlemald. Alice and Alphanel tell me they finished their preliminary research on the survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. May I ask for your account?
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the Victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
Nothing. By the look at that.
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer.
Oh.
Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the 1st Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams.
What?
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
Ah, that's crazy.
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Julius Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
Okay.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, We would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Oh, I wonder who his commander is.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Guardians face, how their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would you rather say for let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
I was going to go to their commander carelessly, obviously.
Couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Alright, mate, pipe down.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Oh, he's got a gunblade as well. This guy thinks himself a tank. You'll be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedent above all else, remember this. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Why Thancred? Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we're outside your camp. I would expect nothing less. You have full cooperation. Right, this is far enough, listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead, I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alice, this is Alphino, and last but not least, there's Felcleave. Felcleave? Where have I heard that before? No matter, Alphino and Alice will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures by the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Jules will accompany you. Alpha and Alice will be then moving towards the station. Make your way to Liminal Station 4 without being behind. If you leave Julius behind for any reason or lose sight of Alpha and Alice, you may try again returning to the start. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ready to make a dash for the station? Yes. We follow as it should lead to the station. Not the easy surface to run on. I got to avoid the monsters as well, haven't I? We better not draw attention. Of course not. That's the station, I presume. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were gonna fuck that up. We done it. Nice. This is it. The first stop is. Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we stop here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. The inflicted Roman streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if you're given the chance to keep close to wonder enough. Understood. And then let's glamour these because cast glamour and weathered boy boots. And we're Gucci. From here we'll be heading northeast, keep to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye. They spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you have to fight them right off. Those two will follow us provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they will be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. I see why your comrades chose you. Chose our contingent as a cure for the afflicted and tempered, as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment they would give, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, there are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Damn. The runaway train. Looks like we're not being followed. We'll continue onward. That's fine. The plant can do whatever it wants. I meant when I said these people deserve only death, I stayed my hand before, only have a desire to remain undiscovered, and that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Damn, he's quite cold-hearted, isn't he? I think we're going to end up here straight at the Aetherite, aren't we, at this rate? Look at that Bambi over there just looking at us. Oh, we're actually going to go to that town, aren't we? Look at what they've become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Yep. They are exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's ether that may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it now that you have seen these monstrosities yourself. Perhaps you think successful or speaking of a cure. Can I actually get up here? No. That's fine. You see instances like that, you help people because it's a nice thing to do. Oh, so is that underground then? We're almost there. You have kept your sandy grit, so I'll keep mine this way. Yeah, it's underground. This is Titrium, one of Galleon's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. That's okay. Theodora. Ooh, the rendering there. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, if Juggles was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. Ah, fuck. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guest, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Could you say train? Let's sync to this. Oh, okay. Must have to speak to the commander.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so it's not Nero? Okay. Who is this guy?
I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, in a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varus understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers.
I'm just staring at his armor, and all I can think of is Galbrandt from Final Fantasy XII. He looks amazing.
If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
This guy's got his head screwed on.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition.
Leave your weapons there.
Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Oh, oh, he's a bastard.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meagre though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. I like that. Damn! No wonder. Oh.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
The harsher font card. Oh, you son of a bitch. I wonder where they got the inspiration to kind of do that with dialogue choices. Is that because of how people reacted to Emmet Selk in 5.3? Like, no, well, yeah, it's in 5.3 where you start quoting. Like, no, you don't. You say it in 5.0. Alright, hang on, no. When it goes like Weary Wanderer, you have no life left to live, whatever the speech is. But you say it again, don't you, to quote Emmet Selk. So I'm wondering if that kind of, because everyone goes, oh shit, yeah, MXL says that. Like, they kind of thought, well, let's do a flashback to add a punch to it. I love that though. That's cool. That's really cool. Dig that.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
What?
Yes, sir.
Julius at his orders, unpleasant though what they may be. As per Lord Quintus' instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in the church room. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars, nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or is it merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus if that's what you mean, or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their cults and the like, those shock holes will be the least of your worries. Understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation, and above all else, don't use magics of any sort. Good job of swinging an axe about then, isn't it? Oh, you on the other hand may go wherever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphino and Alice will pay the price. Right, well, anyway, yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys if you've watched this video up to this point. And again, the reason I've obviously decided to kind of upload this was because I hadn't streamed today because I had a work to do and a few things I need to do throughout the day, but I didn't want you guys to miss out on, you know, a progress that I'd made with the story if I decided to play this off stream. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's been entertaining to watch for you for the last few hours or so. Yeah, again, I'd appreciate it if you guys kind of consider, like, you know, subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, please, again, no spoilers, because this is, you know, I'm still progressing through it all. So if you've got ahead further than me, you know, I'd appreciate it for the sake of me, for the sake of others in the potential comment section. No spoilers. But until then, guys, hopefully I shall see you on stream. Bye for now.